Hello, TAEKOOKers. Welcome to my fictional world. Please don't forget to subscribe. Waking up to the song of my favorite artist booming from the sound system gives me joy every day. Jungkook hummed with the lyrics. Charlie Puth's talent is entirely a story for another day, but these days I feel lonely and depressed. I feel empty and frustrated. It's been more than 10 months since Sana left me with our daughter Lily because I could no longer provide her for everyday increasing needs. Yet still it's hard to get over her and move on with life. She didn't even consider our daughter's future, who is just 2 years. It's almost been 2.5 years since I completed my post graduation, but still I haven't been employed by any company. I have sent my resume to almost all the multinational companies in my state. We will get to you, Mr. Jin Jungkook, was they all said, and that's it. Author's point of view: never give up, he said to himself as he got dressed up on that morning. He wore his best shirt that he got for about 5,000 won from a local Korean market. His struggle to get a job continues again. Jungkook saw a vacancy advertisement in front of a company and he applied there with the hope that luck will smile on him someday. He took a bus to reach the interview spot. Back to Jungkook's point of view. On getting on the reception, I felt gaze fixed on me. Why won't they look at me though? I have almost everything that a person could wish in an ideal man. I was directed to manager's office as I continued to smile honestly. I don't know what made me smile. The interview was led by a man who seemed to be my age bracket. His office was more bigger than I thought. It was bigger and more furnished than my rented apartment, and it made me lost in thoughts. Please have your seat, the man spoke in sweet voice which sent shiver down to my spine. I snapped out from my thoughts and sat on the chair that was placed right in front of him at the edge of the table. I handed over my file to him as he began to go through it. So, you once lived in France? He asked, quite impressed. Yes, sir, actually, I lived in France for about 7 to 8 years before my family shifted back to Seoul, I answered. I was lost in my thoughts as so many thoughts were going through my mind, so many unanswered questions. What if I don't meet up my employment criteria? What if I mess up? What if I? Then his sweet voice rang through my ears, snapping me back to the reality. So, how will you be good use to this company, Mr. Jungkook? He asked. Jungkook. Well, I never give up and work not just hard but smart also when necessary. I do whatever I am told to do. I studied engineering in university and was ranked 34th best student in the faculty. I have held leadership position comrades and senator while in school. I am content developer as I write the stories in article as a side hustle as well, he answered with confidence. Such a confidence. Why should we hire you? He asked, folding his hand. Well, sir, I'm productive and love to add value to anywhere I found myself, I said directly looking into his eyes. He hummed in his response and pulled out a drawer beneath his table as he brought out a file, writing my name on it. You are hired, Mr. Jinjungkook. You are just what we need. I just need you to sign the documents right here, he said, tossing a file towards Jungkook. With great joy, Jungkook signed the papers and gave back the contract to him. Great, congratulations. You can call me taehyung, he said and shook hands with Jungkook. You can start working from today only. My secretary will show you the cabin and will explain everything that you need to know, Tay added. Secretary showed me the cabin, which was much more beautiful than I ever thought. I was given with some basic paperwork to start with. It was lunchtime when I picked up my phone and dialed my mom's number to tell her about the good news. She was extremely happy for me. My joy had no bound at that moment. I wanted to shout out loud at that moment, yet I wanted to visit the restroom so badly too. After roaming around for a while, Jungkook finally found the restroom in this big office. He was barely in when he heard a voice from the next toilet. Hello, how are you? I'm not that type of person to start the conversation, but I don't know what went in my mind, so I answered somehow embarrassed. I'm doing just fine. So what you are up to? Other person asked. What kind of question is this at this moment? Jungkook was thinking these questions are becoming too absurd to answer. "Hmm, I'm like you. As you can see, nature dictates," Jungkook awkwardly answered. At this point, Jungkook was just trying to get out as soon as possible, but nature was not done with him yet. Then he heard the most disturbing question. Can I come over? What the hell? These questions are so absurd to even answer like this, but he thought to be polite and end the conversation. No, as you know, I'm busy right now, and I guess you are busy too, so there is no need of coming over, Jungkook said, trying to end the conversation. Then he heard the person to say, listen, baby, I will call you back because there is an idiot in the next toilet who kept answering the questions. Jungkook was shocked to his soul. As he couldn't say anything, he gulped down and left the restroom as soon as possible without being catched by the other person.